All right, here we go. Snackable Marketing Podcast. I'm Andrew Farquhar, and today's the last installment of the Marketing Funnel series. We're going to be talking about the bottom of the marketing funnel, and this is the sales portion, so it's finally time to make some money. Took a fair amount of time to make the beginning and middle portions of your funnel and to set up a strategy for it, defining your users, your target audience, and all of that. But we're finally at the bottom, so let's go through it and how to build it and how to optimize it. So here we are at the bottom of your marketing funnel. Now it's time to provide some final content and make an offer. So this is the moment of truth. The purpose of the top and middle sections were all about preparing your prospects for this moment. We established ourselves as an authority and built a relationship of trust through specific content. We addressed their pain points and showed why we're the experts that they should trust for the solution. And now it's time to get them to buy. So let's talk about what kind of content we can use in this level to help them make the purchase decision. So at this stage, content you'd like to use are going to be things like product descriptions. They're typical and they're great for stating or restating your unique value propositions. You'll also want to include testimonials and reviews that address the most common concerns people face at this level. So really try to think about what would prevent them from buying. What are the top things, top 3 things or 5 things that are going to come across somebody's mind and address those specifically. And a great way to really step up the testimonials and reviews area is to use the videos for those. So get your customers on video and have them give a review. That's going to really increase the level of trust the prospects get from the reviews and thus make them that much more likely to purchase. And besides video, if you've been using an email chain that you set up for the middle of your marketing funnel, now's the time to send the email with some kind of offer associated with it, as well as embedded content. And make sure that everything associated with the sales process is intuitive and trustworthy. The last thing you want is to lose a customer just because the checkout looks questionable or sketchy to them. So make sure everything looks clean, professional, and is easy to use. Another important aspect to the bottom of your marketing funnel that is not always taken advantage of is personalization. It's becoming more and more popular, and rightfully so, because it works. Using a prospect's name in an email chain helps, and is fairly simple to do with email services connected to a capture form on your website. But you can step this up quite a bit with specialized content created for specific user personas that you've already defined. So basically, have a really good idea of who the average user is and what they're like when they get to this stage. You know, what's that person like, the people who normally get here or who you think will be getting here, and make content then specifically for that kind of person. This also kind of comes back to addressing the concerns. Earlier I was talking about that. Any concerns they might have, be prepared to address those. And that can also be part of the personalization process, if you will. Basically, you want to kind of make it seem like you're reading their mind almost. You have everything ready for them right when they need it. And personalization definitely helps facilitate that kind of feeling with the purchaser. So go with straight personalization like their name. That's easy to wrap your head around. But also just definitely try to make things more personal for that user in a more generalized sense. So break out of the mold when it comes to personalization. Go with the name, but can be so much more than just the person's name or their location. Remember that the funnel is really all about nurturing your leads with specific kinds of content. And in order to know what kind of content will resonate best, you need to define your target audience personas in detail. Once you know exactly who you're targeting, you can then create a funnel that's designed specifically to convert them into your customers. It's a lot of work up front, but once it's created, you can then let much of it be automated and work for you over and over again 24/7. That's powerful and extremely valuable to your business. So now you've got a solid understanding of the different levels of a marketing funnel, of the content you should be using, and how you can optimize each level to increase conversions. So if you don't already have one, try building a funnel for your business and watch as it works tirelessly to bring you in new customers. Or if you already have a funnel built and running, try optimizing it with what you learned from these episodes. And as always, feel free to reach out with me with any questions or your feedback. I'd love to hear from it. And to help things out a little bit, in the next episode, I'll be discussing the power of email marketing, which is going to be a great follow-up for these marketing funnel episodes, since email is often so critical to an effective marketing funnel. So I hope you'll join me for that discussion on email. So again, let me know if you have any questions, or definitely give me feedback on the episodes if you found them helpful or not, or any suggestions you have. And until next time, thanks again for listening, and connect with me on LinkedIn or Twitter. I'm Andrew Farquhar, and this is the Snackable Marketing Podcast.